Stop asking questions. Just try it. G'day! It's me, Hayden. We're in the kitchen today and we're cooking something a little bit fun, a little bit spicy, a little bit, how you going? And it's exciting because I haven't cooked this dish in a very long time, but it is a favourite of mine. I love mincy dishes. And that sounds really weird, but mince is such a great versatile product. It's perfect for families, it's perfect for the single man, it's perfect to make dishes for 1,000 or one. And today we're making dishes for me. And hopefully you guys will be making it at home. It's a spiced sort of Middle Eastern, Moroccan flavoured mince dish. Using lamb mince, we're going to bulk it out with some chickpeas, again extending that sort of value a little bit, and using up some of the pantry staples that I always have by way of spices and dry goods, plus some random herbs, some Tommy tomatoes that I've got, half an onion, a few bits and pieces. But first things first, pan is going to go on the heat. While the pan's on the heat, I'm going to rip through this onion. Just going to give it a bit of a rough dice so the root ball is still on. I'm going to go through one way, go through the other way, and then just give it a little chop. It's only sort of like 3/4 of an onion, or maybe not even. But that's what we've got. That's what we're going to play with. We've got some garlic here. 2 or 3 cloves hiding in there. Get those going as well. Clove, onion, garlic. It's always a great start to any sort of savoury meal, really. Onion, garlic, salt, and we're probably happy. Give them a little bash. Mince them through. And they're going to go into the pan with some olive oil. But finish this off. This dish is going to be served up with some nice flatbreads. We're going to top it with some yogurt, lots of herbs. Great for sharing, great to put in the middle of the table. Great as a part of a larger spread. If you're doing some other sort of elements to a feast, this is a great one to have. It's almost sort of dippy as well in a way. Love a good dip. Heaps of dips over on the Instagram. Go check them out. Dip, 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 dip. Okay, garlic and onion is done. Need some oil. Olive oil can go in there. Can be quite generous with this. Well, that's very generous. That's all of it. Dunsky. In the bin. Onion and garlic. Nice and hot. I'm going to throw in, while it's sizzling, some cumin seeds just to get the party started. Happy days. And I got a couple of tomatoes here. Like I said, a bit random, but they're going to go in, and hopefully the aim is to sort of get these to melt down, sort of disappear into our sauce. Another big guy. I'm going to cook that for a little bit. Oh, it smells good. Cumin in hot oil. How's your father? You just stop right there and it's happy days. I think that's enough of our Tommy tomato. That's looking so good. I'm just going to season, sea salt. At this point, tomatoes love salt. Unreal. There's my wooden spoon, there it is. So I'm just going to break up these tomatoes a little bit as they sort of soften into everything. Build up a bit of that sauce. And we got some lamb mince. If you don't like lamb mince, you could probably use beef. You could use a mix of beef and pork, veal. But I think the lamb really works well with this dish because there is going to be a lot of spice in there, a lot of flavour, a lot of punch. And something like lamb holds up really well to all that flavour. So let me get that in. I'm going to work it through with the wooden spoon. And again, the other thing I love about lamb mince is it is quite fatty. And a dish like this is great with a bit of oil in it. You know, it's sort of going to have that oiliness from the oil that I put in, plus the lamb. And it's going to be cut with a whole heap of herbs, a heap of different textures, and of course that yogurt as well, which will give a nice freshness. So break the mince up. Just going to have to work it a little bit. At the same time as you're doing that, you're probably breaking up the tomatoes as well, which is great. It's a nice sort of warming dish, this. Great with a glass of red wine. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've got any left. They're sort of just cooking wine at the moment. They've been sitting there for a little while, so I'm not going to rip into that. Keep punching it down. So good. Okay, that's looking pretty broken up. I'll just leave that cook and do its thing. Chickpeas, can, strainer, do it over the sink, otherwise you're going to be in all sorts of trouble. You can use that chickpea water as well. It sort of works as a bit of a egg white replacement. Just going to give them a quick rinse. Rinsey, rinsey, rinsey. I love a good chickpea. Just let them sit there, drain off. Back to the mince. Okay. I think this is now when we can hit it with some more spice. So, what have we got? Smoked paprika. Always do a little sniff test. In that goes. So we got cumin seeds in there already. We got some coriander. Just to double check, always have a little sniff. Coriander goes in. Chili. I'm gonna get a spoon for this so I don't toss the whole thing in, but I wanted to pack a punch, so I'm gonna go hard. Happy days. Ground cardamom. This has an amazing aroma, but we don't need too much, so just sort of a quarter of a teaspoon there. And then a little bit different again, a bit of a punch, cinnamon. It brings out a sort of a weird sweetness from that lamb. And it's going to work really well with some of the other elements we're going to add, like our raisins and our pine nuts. So give that a little mix around. Oh, it smells so good in here. My gosh. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm just still breaking up that mince as we go. Don't mind if there's a few little chunks in there. It's quite a rustic sort of setup. Okay, that's looking red hot. Chickpea time. They can go in. Happy days. They can mix around. Chickpeas, beans, lentils, great ways to extend your mince for the fam, for the young lads that are bulking at home, you know, like me in the gym, hey? Just joking, not really, but that'll do. Beautiful, happy days. That is looking great. We got some pine nuts, texture, another texture element that goes in. How good. We got some sultanas, raisin, currants, whatever you want to call it. Again, texture, sweetness. This is all about those different elements. I think we need some more salt, just because salt is everyone's friend when it comes to cooking savoury food. And that is looking unreal. What I do need to do is add some liquid. So let me just go to the sink. Get a little bit of liquid in there. Oh, it smells so good. The richness is insane. Okay. Now, liquids in there just to sort of bring out and draw out all that sort of flavour from those spices, and then just reduce it down again. We don't want it super liquidy, but we also don't want it too dry. So I'm just gonna let that do its thing. While that is happening, herbage, parsley, coriander, mint, whatever you may have lying around. I got the works sort of sitting here on the bench, which is nice. Some mince. And this is gonna be a really generous herby topping. Oh, that mint smells so good. It's gonna go so nicely with this dish. Great. Just run the knife through. It doesn't need to be wildly fine, but we want to be able to scoop and get. I think I might need some more. I think I'm going to be more generous. It needs to be more when it comes to the herbs. There we go. Ball it up, slice it up, pack full of flavour. Mix them all together. Happy days. Yum, herbs are done. Mince is looking very close to done. Let me just do a little tester to see where we're at and what we're tasting like. This is going to be bloody hot, Hayden, so just don't eat it straight away. Actually, turn that off for a second. Oh, it's good. It's got some punch, it's got some heat, offset with the sweetness. Textures are there, those pine nuts are just sort of rippling through the whole thing. Very, very happy. What it may need is just a little, just to finish it, just as we're pulling it off the heat, just a cheek of lemon. Just get rid of some of these seeds. There we go. Just for a little bit of acidity, just to freshen it up a bit. That's gonna just bring a bit of brightness to it. That's gonna work really nicely with the whole dish. So let's move aside here. Get rid of that knife before I stab myself. Nice sort of shallow platter. And we're gonna go hard with the mince here. I need a scooper. Scooper, this is a scooper. So good. Oh, the lemon in it. You know what it could do with as well? There's a little lemon zest, which might be really lovely. I think that's gonna happen. So that's going on there. That's going on there. That's sort of spreading out there. And even though I used up that bit of oil before, I'm gonna use some more, but I've got some yogurt. This might seem quite strange, the yogurt on top of the warm food, but it's gonna make for a really creamy sort of sauce that sort of integrates with the whole setup. So don't think this is weird. Just give it a go. Stop asking questions. Just try it. That goes on. A little bit of olive oil, that's what I got. My favorite little chili olive oil. I can drizzle over the top for another kick. Happy days. Lots of herbs. Straight down the middle. So you can still see that yogurt. Oh, so much fucking flavour. Oh, I swore. Whoops. There's so much flavour in this dish. Give it a little clean up. Get rid of some of those loose greens. And that is a bit of a mince dish to die for. Super, super delicious. Grill up, a couple of flatbreads, dive right in with a few friends, or have it all to yourself. Glass of red wine. Wow. I'm very happy. Hope you guys are happy. Grab the recipe on the website, haydenquinn.com.au. There's a whole heap over there. Hundreds of recipes, lamb recipes, mince recipes, sweet, savory. Plus, jump on Instagram and there's a whole heap of reels there too. Get amongst it. Happy cooking. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment. See you in the kitchen very soon. Time to eat.